Boom shakalaka, why the Bitcoin correction looks like it's coming to an end, except for this one little thing on this chart, and why Bitcoin is shaping up to look like Amazon did before it 30x'd. You'll definitely want to stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, we're talking about why the Bitcoin correction looks like it's coming to an end, with the exception of the crossing and of the 20 and 50 week moving averages, and how Bitcoin could repeat what Amazon did before the price 30x'd. Before we get into it, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Also come join us over on Twitter at the Crypto Love. Now, today's video, guys, people are back into fear. We were in neutral for just a little bit, a couple days, but now back into fear. Why? Because the price is dropping. The total market down over 2% today. Bitcoin actually right now breaking under $40,000 at 39,608, Ethereum at 2688, BNB at 386, XRP at 79 cents, Cardano under $1 at 96 cents, Solana at $87, Avalanche at $82, and Terra Luna at $48. And if you want to know the top coins predicted by artificial intelligence and machine learning, looking at over 80 indicators, well, the top coins on the highest producing exchange, Gate.io right here, those for today would be Avalanche, Shiba Inu, API3, Ultra, and Tether Gold. Definitely worth taking a look at all of those. And if you haven't checked out Token Metrics yet, they do have an insane sale going on right now for Valentine's Day. Today is the last day of the sale, so if you're interested, check out the discounted link down in the description. Now, today for Bitcoin, if we take a look at the charts, it appears as though Bitcoin has broken out of this very sharp upward trend, basically found resistance where we were saying it might, and has broken out. Not only that, but the price has broken underneath this 50-day moving average, this orange line right here, which could, if we've seen previously, become resistance now that it's broken underneath. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Looks like Bitcoin could be continuing this downtrend right here. And if that were to happen, well, right now, the price could head all the way down to $30,000-ish for support. And that has been a level that I've been saying for a long time is very serious support, because once we break below there, well, it turns pretty bullish. We have a double top. So let's hope that doesn't happen. Now, this chart here from Trading Shot, he's saying that the correction is coming to an end based on this fractal from 2019-2020. So if we take a look at this fractal here in 2019-2020, we had Bitcoin price above the one-day MA200 and the one-week MA50. Then it broke below, and you can see these bands, the red and the green bands right here. Well, we can see this descending peaks become support in the red band, and then once price breaks above both the one-day MA200 and the one-week MA50, guess what? We had a turnaround, price went up. Not only that, but if we take a look at the volume, we had descending volume and then a big volume spike when that happened. So we would have to see the same exact thing. But if we take a look at this, we have the same green and red bands going on here. We have pretty much the same with Bitcoin bouncing off of the one-week MA50 like it did in 2019-2020, and then breaking underneath. We have the same descending resistance becoming support. Well, if Bitcoin price can break above the one-day MA200 and the one-week MA50, and if we have a big volume spike in the volume, well, potentially we might confirm this fractal and Bitcoin price could take off, with the exception of this one little thing right here. There's this chart right here that says no cross on the 20 weekly and 50 weekly SMA as of yet. If we resume out of here in the next few weeks, we won't repeat what happened previously. Now, the last couple times that this happened, where the 20 weekly dived underneath the 50 weekly, the last couple times, guess what? It was basically bear market territory for about another year. Well, we could be heading there, and I made a video a couple days ago saying that, hey, that's a potential for what could happen. Now, if we take a look at the chart right now, we can see these moving averages. Here's one right here, and we'll just highlight that for you guys so you can actually see it. So here's one cross right here. Here's another cross right here, and potentially we're getting pretty darn close. You can see almost crossed right back there in October, getting close again. If we have another cross again, look what happens for about a year. The price just continues to go down for about almost a year. So we could potentially be seeing that, and that would be kind of not great. But that's not all, because we do have this idea of lengthening cycles. And TechDev is saying, hey, here's a couple ideas for the lengthening cycles. As a matter of fact, if we take a look at this chart from Crypto back in April of 2020, before the halving back then, he pretty much predicted these lengthening cycles. How the first cycle is 44, the next one is 73 bars, the next one is 95 bars. So he's actually putting the peak way out here in the beginning of 2023. And it's actually looking, he had top one, top two, well, potentially we could have another squeeze coming before that price goes up to roughly the six-figure area in 2023. So coming back to these charts from TechDev, we have first, where we have these two cycles, the 0.618 resistance. If this were to repeat, we would see the price roughly around $250,000, somewhere towards the end of 2022. But here's another scenario with lengthening cycles, where we have this 1, 2, 3, 4 peak type of thing. And if this were to happen again, well, we haven't even seen the last two of these peaks yet. So this may push it all the way out to 2024, close to the next halving, when we could see the peak actually coming close to $500,000. So that's pretty darn exciting with the price. Now, in terms of Bitcoin prices to actually keep an eye out for right now, as I was saying, Bitcoin is right now breaking just below $40,000. The main areas of support based on this chart from the Rational Root would be roughly $36,000 and then under there $28,000. Those are the areas where we would expect to see support. Before that, Bitcoin, with the exception of black swan events and price floors, hasn't seen those levels pretty much ever. So those would be the areas to keep an eye out for. And lastly, this is a very interesting chart. I know we've compared Bitcoin to the NASDAQ previously and different things like that. Well, we have this double top right here. Amazon did the same thing back in 2009, 2010. And this was when Amazon stock was roughly about $100. In case you haven't looked, price is roughly $3,000 right now. So potentially, I don't know about you, but it looks almost identical to me if Bitcoin could take off. Look at this big volume spike they got right here that sent it. Well, if Bitcoin could get something like that that sends it, ooh, price could take off and we could be headed towards new territory. So that is all for today's video. If you haven't checked out Token Metrics, today is the last day for that discount, so link down in the description. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.